Out of the car.
Come out of the car. Come out of the car.
Open the window.
Go out of the car. He's in proceedings. He's good to go. Let me get my break. Go.
Lower the window.
Watch out behind you, watch out! Holy watch out in front of you, watch out in front!
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Got a ramp.
Cut it off. Cut it off. Now. Cut it off.
Turn off the car.
Cut the car. Cut off. Come out of the car.
Fire.
Come out of the car. Come out. Now. 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 Hey. Hey.
All right, here with reaction.
Welcome to the video, everyone. This is Justin Paul. So I'm going to go through a few videos of interactions that individuals are having with ICE. As you just seen one there where the guy backed his car up and almost hit the ICE agent. The guy, another guy that was standing by, looked like he was recording the whole thing, yelled "watch out," and he hit the truck, and then he moved forward and hit the car that was in front of him. It's a lot going on here with this whole ICE stuff, and you have people still protesting in Minneapolis, and it's real ugly scene that's going on out there. They put more troops in Minneapolis. I mean, not troops, but more ICE agents in Minneapolis, and I'm gonna go through a few of these interactions here and give a little opinion on what I think about this whole thing.
Police Director Todd Lyons. Todd, I mean, if that doesn't educate the public about these ramming incidents, I don't know what else will, on top of what happened. Previously, we now have 3 in recent days. Very dangerous now. Do you tie a lot of this danger to the rhetoric of people like Tim Walz, who compares ICE to Gestapo?
Yeah, Sean, unfortunately, when we hear elected officials calling upon individuals to impede or obstruct, ICE law enforcement operations nationwide, you're going to see incidents like this. And that was a video you're probably not going to see on mainstream media, right? That actually shows exactly what's happening. You saw the officers and agents attempting to apprehend a criminally illegal alien, and there they are using their car as a weapon. The lead vehicle, the ICE vehicle, the gray one that was struck, that officer had to go to the hospital with neck injuries. And every day, Sean, this is what the men and women of ICE are facing. It's constant impediments, constant attacks like this. And, it's not safe for my folks. It's not safe for the public. It really needs to stop.
What do you make of these groups that have instructions on how to confront and basically fight with ICE agents? They call it a micro-antifada, and I can go into all the details of it. I'm sure you're closely aware of it. But we're talking about a strategy laid out by groups of people to make your jobs harder and obstruct justice. Should those people be arrested?
100%, Sean. Any law enforcement officer will tell you, it's a constitutional right, go out there and protest. But when you have organized criminal gangs, which these are, that are organizing these groups to, again, impede or obstruct law enforcement operations, lawful law enforcement agents, enacting the laws that Congress has written, that's a criminal act. And I will tell you that Homeland Security investigations, my folks, the FBI, we're investigating these, and people are going to be held accountable, because you can't organize groups to go out and impede law enforcement. It's a criminal act, and we have to act swiftly to cause this from spreading.
Do you have a response to Philadelphia's DA threatening to prosecute ICE agents, which, by the way, is not constitutional? But putting that aside, do you have a response for that DA?
Sean, what I'll say is the men and women of ICE, the men and women of ERO, the men and women of HSI, they're not committing any crimes. So he doesn't have to worry about arresting any of my folks, because what we're doing is we're enforcing the law. We are out there every day making this nation and his city safe again. So he shouldn't worry about the men and women of ICE. What he should worry about is the sanctuary policies that have these criminal aliens go back into his neighborhoods and commit heinous crimes like fentanyl trafficking, human trafficking, rape of a child. He should focus on those and let law enforcement do law enforcement work.
Yeah, I feel like everyone needs to just step out of ICE's way, allow them to do what they're trying to do, and I feel like that would speed up the process of what they're looking to do. The more that people are out there standing in their way, it puts them at risk, of course, of being at the other end of criminal prosecution, and it also puts them in danger. Because that guy that was ramming the car, I mean, if it wasn't for what had happened in Minneapolis, that incident was in San Antonio, Texas. I mean, that guy could have gotten himself killed. Because one of the off ice agents had already drew their weapon. So they busted his window out. Had him put the brakes on the car and brought him out and detained him. My thing is, if you are here legally and you don't have anything to hide, you can prove that you're here legally. You shouldn't have any type of abrasive response to ICE approaching you, or trying to just you know to see if you are legal or not. I have a few more clips here, so let's take a look at this clip. So as you see, this is in Minneapolis. Um, it's horns honking, people blowing whistles, just impeding ICE, doing what they're out there, tasked to do. They've been given clear direction to go and do these things, and and again, it's everyone's right to have a peaceful protest, and you can sit and blow as many whistles as you want and stuff like that. But once you start getting in the way of ICE and doing their job, that's when everything just falls off the rails.
Shame on you! Force is not law! Force is not law! You are not following the law!
This has become like a huge spectacle. And you got whistles blowing, horns honking, everyone and their mama is pressed or with cameras out, and oh man, this is chaos. Not as crazy as what's going on in Iran, but it's absolutely nuts that this is going on in the streets of the United States of America. And it's crazy because it's now been going on for months, um, ever since ICE was deployed to this area, and you know, in my opinion, it's just going to get worse because again, they put thousands of more agents in these areas to try to back up the agents that they had initially in those areas, because they were starting to get outnumbered by the amount of protesters that were out there protesting what was going on. And of course, man, I can see it from the side of people just wanting ICE to leave and stuff like that, but that's just not the direction that they've been given. If they don't follow the orders that they are given, then their jobs is on the line. They could lose their livelihood, and I feel like it's just a necessary evil in a sense, because we have to figure out who is here illegally. We voted people in that allow people to come into our country and you know hide and stay undercover and um, be safeguarded in sanctuary cities and states. And you know this is just one of those things that just has to happen. And like I say, I feel like it's gonna get ugly before it gets any better. Now, yeah, they are being rough with her. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Obviously, with my own two eyes, they're definitely being rough with her. She was saying that she's disabled, something as far the lines that she was already beat up by police before and stuff like that. You know, if I had already had that experience with police, you know, I'm not gonna be defiant and get myself back into that same situation of, you know, getting roughed up again. But you know, this is me. They're literally having to drag this woman. This is like embarrassing. Super embarrassing. To be held up like that. As you see, you know, people are definitely getting in their way as far as what they're trying to do. Now other people are getting taken down and detained. You hear someone say that they hope that they get hung for their crimes. You hear them. People getting hog tied up. I mean, it's not funny, man, but this is truly embarrassing. Truly, truly embarrassing.
There's nothing blocking.
Look at this. Just all tied up and carried away. So, got another one here.
We're trying to get status. You got a Honduran here. We're trying to get status. Texas tag. That's fine. Open the door. I'm going to break the window. On 1, 2. I'm going to break it. Open the door. Open it. Last warning. You're going to get away. You're going to get away. Open the door. Hey, go one way or the other. Don't go both ways. Back up. Back up.
Tough guy. People let's go. Back up. Hold you on. Back up. Back up.
Face down, gasoline. At this point, man, it's like 3-4 guys on top of him. It's just like, you know. What's the purpose, man?
Okay. Stay back. Back up. Back up. You caught it. Back it up. Don't you understand? Stay back.
Got somebody getting fuck you guys.
You're going inside? Everybody step back. Get back. Get back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. What did he do to you? Stay back. What did he do to you? Hey, stay back. Do not put your vehicle in here. Get back. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Hey, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. What the fuck you want him to do anything? I'm not resisting. Nobody did. I'm not resisting. Fucking cowards are here. Back up. I'm not resisting. Put your arms. I'm not doing shit. Leave me alone. Put your arm behind your back. Hey, my girlfriend's right behind you.
Give us a phone number.
My girlfriend's right behind me.
Once you guys get him in, let's get him into Victor 3, okay?
I'm going to Victory 3. That's what they said. Victory 3.
Give him a good pass down. Once you get him up, give him a good pass down. Put him in the vehicle.
You do what? All right, we'll drive you. Pick up this. Pick up this.
Back up, you guys.
That's a fucking bitch.
Stay back.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't let me fucking play, you guys.
You gotta get up.
All
Move the shit. Move the shit. Move the back.
Sorry?
This is one of the craziest things
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
my thing is,
Middle of a raid?
my whole thing to people
Oh, you're right back.
what's the purpose of even being in their way? You know, knowing that they have clear direction from their leadership. And as you see, you know, they've increased the numbers, and you know, just get out of their way. Allow them to do their job, and you know, you won't end up handcuffed and hog-tied and carried by 4 ICE agents into, you know, detainment. It's just absolutely nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and close out though. If you like my content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.